Welcome back to Grand Arena Championships. I'm Heathen 13, and this is the first round of the second week of Season 10. I think we've got a good match this week. I'm going up against Zarsim Diartes Waki, and this opponent is my most accomplished opponent I've ever faced. So I think it's going to make for a really good match. Let's look at the matchup. All right, as you can see from the overview on Hotbot, that Zarsim has the majority of the red on his side. Let's zoom in. For the first time ever in GAC, I'm facing somebody with more lifetime banners than I have. They have more wins than I do. They have more defense than I do. And we are super close on both unders and clears. So a really, really even matchup from that standpoint. Looking at our rosters, also pretty even. He has the edge on GP, both overall, top 80, top 65. I have a slight advantage on Zetas, but he has the advantage on speed. He also has more G13s and G12s. And while I have more 6-dot mods than he does, he has more secondary speed than I do. Also, relics were super close. I have 70 total levels of relics. He has 68. Across the board, we are so close on almost everything. So this should be a very close, exciting match. I lost in my last matchup, and so I'm sitting at 2-1. Zarsim is 3-0 going into this match. Let's go ahead and look at the board. Now we have less than 2 hours left to attack, and Zarsim has not attacked me yet. I don't know if he's waiting for me to attack or what, but that's where we're at. So let me show you what I've done on defense. All week one, I set the exact same defense every time, or almost the exact same, so that if anybody looked at my history, they would see a consistent defense, figuring that I wouldn't change anything. And I actually didn't change as much as I thought I'd change, but I did change two key factors. So the first thing is I took Padme off my defense and kept her for offense, but my Night Sister squad, this Poggle squad, and this Maul squad are all the same, but I did set my Darth Revan. Down below, I also took my clones off defense and put to offense, and instead I replaced them with my Jedi Knight Revan. I also switched up the Basilisk squad I had. Last time it was Old Ben and Ezra. This time it's General Kenobi and Hoda. And there is my Dooku with Asajj and Zombie. In the back, I basically kept it the same, where I have my Grievous. But I did throw Mon Mothma with Baze and Chirrut on there. None of those squads in the back other than Grievous are very good though, so if he gets to the back, I'm expecting him to clear those three and possibly the whole thing. In the back for ships, I once again kept my Home 1 as my defensive squad, and that's mostly because Zarsim has both the Malevolence and the Negotiator, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to see, and I find that my Negotiator is better at clearing Malevolences, and my Malevolence is better at clearing Negotiators. So I kept them both just in case. Let's look at what he set for me in terms of defense. He set a squad with some bugs and Droideka. He set a Karth team, a Bounty Hunter team, and then a Barriss with Baze and Chirrut. So nothing up here looks super scary. Down below, he set a Grievous team, a Night Sister with Dooku, and then a Newt with some Separatists. So we're going to jump into the bottom and try and take them out first, see what's in the back, and then adjust from there. So we're going to start on this Asajj team, and I'm still going to take my normal counter of Bounty Hunters. Now, I actually run essentially the same team on my defense. I just put Dooku as the leader instead of Asajj. But the whole point of it is that Dooku does his riposte move, puts himself and Asajj under stealth, and then you're just left hitting Zombie the whole time. My Bossk is actually the fastest of all the 6 characters that will be in here. So the plan is to stun Dooku right off the bat. He's only gear 11. He doesn't have very much health. I might actually just be able to take him out in one shot. If not, he'll be stunned and won't be able to stealth, and then Boba and Jango can ignore the taunt to take him out before he ever gets stealth on Asajj. So that's the plan that we're going with. Hopefully it works. Alright, so we'll take our boss team. I just have to remember to use my stun first and not the taunt. Okay, there's Bosk. Oh, and Zombie started with taunt. Why is that? Okay, this could be problematic. So I'll taunt up, and so now I'm in trouble. What in the actual heck? So I did get ability block up there on Dooku. I'm hoping that when they come out of stealth here, that he won't be able to go back in. Let's see if I can just delete him. No, not quite. And there he is back in again. So this is going to be a problem. Well, gotta be honest, I don't really know. That was a mistake. I should have tried to take out Asajj right there. This is not going well. Not going well. And now my Jango can no longer target outside of... Oh. Okay. We need to get the contract up. That's what we need to do at this point. So we need to make Zombie the weakest so that the Zombie will fulfill my contract. There we go. Okay, so we got our thing back up on... Our buff back up on Jango. Jango can go ahead and target outside again. I'm not going to kill Dooku with this hit, so I'm going to see if I can target or ability block him so he can't stealth. And then we will see if Jango can get a big hit on him. Oh, getting stunned. It's taking way too long. Why did that not double tap? I still don't have the contract up either. Must go faster, must go faster. I truly thought this was going to work. I do have a backup option, but frustrating to lose this right off the bat. Okay, so that's good. We got 2 minutes left. We should be able to salvage this, even though this is not how I envisioned it going. Okay, got my contract. Let's start building back my health and protection. Let's bang on Zombie for a bit here. Try and get Boba back up. Okay, we actually probably should not even mess around. Let's just go ahead and go after Asajj. Oh, Boba's gone. That Asajj is Relic 4. So, probably a bad move to try and extend it. Doesn't help that Jango keeps getting stunned either. There we go. Alright. Ooh, so this is gonna work. It was super sketch, not even close to what I envisioned happening here, and it was all because Zombie started with that taunt. Is Zombie normally a pre-taunt? If she is, I totally forgot that, so that's totally my bad. Just happy to get the win. Alright, so we have taken them out. He still has not attacked. Next I'm going to go after this Newt squad with It's Newt, Django, Magna Guard. For that, I'm going to go with my Geos, which is my normal counter to Newt. I think a lot of people do that. You can really see where his overall speed is coming into play already. I'm feeling like I'm behind. Let's go for the hit. Not that big. Sitting here stuck behind Magna. Go for another one. Gonna have to heal up. Okay, so Magna's gone. This is the second kill on Newt. Now we just need a couple kills on Django. Not going to be pretty banners, but if we can get the win in one across the board, I think we should be pretty good. So 51 on that. Again, not ideal, but a one shot. All right. Next up, we have this Grievous squad. A couple Relic 4s. For this, I'm going to use my clones and hope to make super clones so that Rex can then take out Grievous. The plan is going to be to just work on B1, get the sacks down, work on B2 as well, and then once Rex's Rexecute comes up to take out Grievous. So we'll get that up. We will not be taunting with 5s, because if somebody dies, we want it to be somebody other than 5s. Hope for some stuns here. Nice. We'll just keep going after B1. Getting those stacks down. And let's go ahead and take him out. We got one more round until, one more turn rather, till the Rexecute. See if we can get another stun. And let's take Grievous out. Yes. Perfecto. All right. So that was way less stressful than I anticipated. And let's take a look at what he has waiting for me in the back. So he's got a Hux First Order. He's got a Crew First Order with Watt. He's got his own Geonosians and a timeout team with Stormtrooper Han. So he did switch things up a little bit from what he did during week 1. I'm going to take some time to figure out how I want to allocate my offense, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back and I have a plan. And what I've noticed is that just like I made a couple substitutions on my defense, so has my opponent. I was expecting his Jedi Knight Revan squad in the back there, so I have a little more offense to work with. He also substituted out a Clones with Bears squad for that Bears with Chirrut and Babe squad, so he's made his defense a little weaker. Maybe he scouted me and decided he needed to keep some other things in order to clear me, although we have an hour and 20 minutes left and he hasn't started attacking yet. I'm going to go ahead and take out the back, I think, first, and then I will switch up to the top. So let's go down the line here. For this Hux, I will use my CLS. And we're just going to try and get Hux out as quick as we can. And there he goes. Let's stun. And then we'll go after Officer. So that is a nice quick battle, 54. And quite a few of my first 3 battles were all pretty low banners, so I'm hoping to get a lot back here. Let's go after the bugs. And for that, we'll take our Treya. We'll bring everybody in. Now this is not the normal setup. This is Poggle with Soldier and Spy. So there's the Geo Brood Alpha is in a different squad. But we still need to worry about Spy there. Let's get that offense up out of there. So they don't have a shared health pool, but they do assist still. It's a little difficult trying to figure out which Geo group I want to take Trey against. Maybe I made a mistake here and should have taken him against the other one. But in any event, this should be decent banners and an easy battle overall. All right, next up we have this crew team, and for that, the plan is to take Padme. But I think I'm going to jump up real quick and take out some of these other squads up top first, just to make sure that everything goes down the way it's supposed to go down. So let's go after that Geo team, and for that we're going to try Palpatine with Thrawn and Vader. And Force Crush it right off the bat. And go into our Merciless, and let's see if we can't get some ability blocks on everybody, and some more debuffs, and we're gonna see if we can just take out the Brute. Good. Ability block Sunfac, yes, and let's throw it back over to Vader. I do just want to get rid of Droideka before he can get a big hit off. Good. Alright, let's fracture on the Alpha. And let's get another round of debuffs going. Throw our Saber again. Nice. So it looks like we are going to have lost protection on Palpatine, but hopefully that's the extent of it. Yep, 53. That went down a lot smoother than I thought it would. Next up, we have these bounty hunters, and for them we will take JTR. And we'll wave off Bosk, so we don't get all of those, we don't get his taunt. And we'll call everybody against Boba. Boba down once, and almost. Bummer. Well, we almost got through Boba really fast. Sorry, we should be able to get through Bosk pretty quickly too. Actually, let's switch over and kill Boba all the way. He is my biggest threat, I think. I would love to get Illuminated Destiny off. So let's see if I can delay a little bit for that, which shouldn't be a problem. Oh, thermals. That's all right. I should still be able to. I should still be able to recover that protection on 3PO and on Rey. Yeah, I'm not gonna get much back. So let's just take him out. BB-8. Oh, dodged, huh? Okay. So 51 lost health and protection on BB-8, and I guess I lost protection on one of the other ones too. So I'm getting through everything in one shot, but I'm losing quite a few banners. Now, my hope in all of my changes was that by setting my Darth Revan on defense, that's going to trip him up. My Darth Revan and my Basilisk Sean Fallen are both faster than his, so the hope is that he doesn't have a way to one-shot that. I'm hoping that he has to two-shot that, and so as long as I can one-shot everything else, I should be fine. Against this Karth team, the plan is to take crew. So let's put mission in timeout. Let's start getting the turn meter train going. See if we can take out Karth before Zalbar gets the taunt. No, we can't. Let's keep doing that AoE thing. Should be able to clear the taunt here with Fox to get another stun up on mission. There's the clear, there's the stun. See if we can take out Karth. Yes. So now we'll just go ahead and take Zalbar down at our convenience while we keep mission stunned over there. And this should do it on Zalbar, yes. And mission. Gets to be stunned the whole time. And there we go. 54. I love that counter crew on Karth. Although it's a little overkill, really, right? I think you could make better use of crew. But I had him available, so that works. Okay, we're jumping back down to the bottom to his crew, and for that, the crew with Watt, we're gonna take my Padme. I did set General Kenobi on defense, so I have Ahsoka here instead. Let's just do a basic. Clear some buffs. Now this should be fine because I should be able to get the healing immunity there with Anakin's basic. Perfect. Let's see if we can get Watt out of here. Nice. And just have Kylo left. All right, that worked out well as also 53 there. All right, let's go back up the top and let's clear the bears away. I'm gonna go ahead and use gas with arc. I think again overkill, but I had him available. I was really worried that I'd never done the clones against Grievous, and so I was worried that clones against Grievous may not work as well as I was hoping. So I kept my gas as a backup, and so there we go on that. All right, so all that's left is this one squad. He did set his negotiator. We'll save that to last. Let's come back down here. I really do want to try just Nest solo. Just afraid it's going to cost me. Let's do that. Let's do Nest, and I'll bring in R2. R2 will be able to stealth himself, so I'm not worried about him getting hit, and he'll give a little more. He'll give some of his stats to Nest. In the meantime, I can do that. Get the burning up. And then Ness is just going to go after Vandor. I'll keep hitting L3 with R2. Maybe that was a mistake to bring in R2. Maybe instead of R2, maybe I should have gone with Kira lead. Should be able to get out Vandor here. There goes Stormtrooper Han. There goes Vandor. And now we're just left with L3. So now it's just a matter of, can I get L3 down? Pretty tanky. I don't think it should be a problem for Nest. I'm going to fast forward here and throw it on auto. All right, well, not amazing banners, 53, you know, going in undersized, but a win, and I think I could have just done Nest for sure. And there we go into Chromium. That's nice. All right, last thing we have to do is his Negotiator. He has still not attempted to attack. And he's got the double tank variation. So I will take my Malevolence. Make sure I take Sunfac in, as don't want to screw that up. And then I like to take Vader's tie as my reinforcement, because it doesn't really take away from any other fleet that I have anyway. All right. So a not so good start. That's okay. Let's get Buzz Droids up on Anakin. And let's stun him. Bring in yet another tank. This whole lineup is just based around protecting Anakin as long as possible. So hopefully I get lucky here when I call in my spy and we get a forced taunt onto Anakin. We'll see. It looks like I'm almost losing Sunfac already. And roll the dice. What do I get? Yes, lucky day. There goes Anakin, and I'm left with a sea of tanks. Actually, let's go ahead and see if we can get down one of these other ones. We'll leave Houndstooth up for a while. Lost Sunfac, that's not so good. And he's already did the bombing run. Thankfully, it only took out some of my Vulture droids. So I'm still able to sit and work down these guys. Nice. Oh, 5s was available, but not really. So back onto Houndstooth. And Ahsoka's out. Looking for my big old electromagnetic burst thingamabobber. Oh, didn't even need it there. All right, well, we'll still do that. We'll still strip their protection. And let's get Ahsoka out of here. And switch to 5s. Ouch. So these are going to be terrible banners, but a win is a win is a win. And 51, holy moly, that's bad. But again, a one-shot win. So I didn't put up an amazing score, but I did one-shot through him. And again, this is a tough competitor. 2450. All right, I'm going to wait for a bit. We got an hour. We got an hour to see if he comes back to try and clear me or not. And I will let you know how things wrap up. All right, so the round just wrapped up, and let me show you what happened. Quite a potential controversy, although not. You can see I did get the win. Zarsim did not attack until very, very late, and let me show you what he was able to do. Here on the top, he one-shot everything, including my Darth Revan, and I am really curious to see what he took against that was able to one-shot it when my Revan and Bastila are both faster than his. He did have his gas available, but that's not always a reliable, not usually reliable counter in 3v3. So I'm very curious to see what he was able to do there. Against my ships, he was able to one-shot that, but I did get 2 reinforcements out, so that's fantastic. Up top here, he one-shot all of my squads, and he was being very meticulous. I watched his attacks, and he was attacking and then waiting a few moments to really make sure he had everything put together, I'm assuming, before making the next attack. And I was getting worried for him that he wasn't going to finish because he had 5 battles to do with only 15 minutes left on the clock. It came down to the very end, and in this back category, he was able to one-shot my Grievous, but he stumbled on my Newt, Sunfac, Watt team. He took 2 battles there, and that by itself did him in. With about 2 minutes to go, he went up against my Mon Mothma, Shrewd, and Baze squad, and with about 1 minute to go, he exited out of that battle, and they had full health still, and he went back in again, and it looks like he got Shrewd and Baze down, and Mon Mothma should have left. She should have exited the battle like C-3PO, and that should have been a win for him. But she's still there. Maybe he timed out. I'm not sure what happened. I'm going to try and contact him and see what went on with that. But if that is a bug, that's a serious bug. So even going into that battle, though, I had calculated out he needed 64 banners in order to get the win. So I'm not worried about that being like a controversial thing where he potentially was going to beat me and then this screwed him up. I had the win secured after he dropped that Newt battle, but it is still a curious thing, and I do think it may be something that CG needs to hotfix. Who knows? I need to get in touch with Zarsim and see what happened there. In the end, though, the final banner count for now, at least, was 2450 to 2155. I want to thank Zarsim for the battle. Again, he was the most accomplished, best opponent I've ever faced, and I'm super proud to get the win. And I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you in next round.